YouTube! Today we're going to be reacting to the 5 scariest tornado videos from up close. This video is by Dr. Prowl. If you would like to check him out or this video without my face in it, a link to them will be provided in the description below. So, let's do what we do best. Let's turn this video on, see what's happening. I want to see what these tornadoes are. We'll steal one from Queso here. Let's get those doppies on. It's spooky time. Gotta get the water ready. Age restricted. Little FYI, if some craziness does happen or show up in the video, I will edit that out. I apologize ahead of time, but like, I don't want to get in trouble if something crazy pops up. Hey, what you about to show here, bud? Xenia, Ohio. Nearly rated an F6 by Fujita. Some people argue that the damage wasn't that bad, or that, you know, the homes weren't as well constructed. Some people think this is one of the worst tornadoes of all time. It's a hot debate. It's a hot debate. Let the arguments commence in the comments. Be respectful, though, okay?
Despite being named after the Greek word for hospitality, there have been several occasions when the town of Zenia, Ohio, has been anything but hospitable. Zenia and the surrounding area were named the Place of the Devil Wind by the Shawnee Native American tribe due to the region's history of violent storms, including severe tornadoes. This history includes severe tornadoes that touched down in Zenia in 1974, 1989, and 2000. The following footage was recorded during the April 3rd, 1974 F5 tornado.
Listen to that roar. It's worth mentioning here. It's worth mentioning that the person actually recording the footage didn't have audio with the recorder. I'm assuming it was a camcorder. So they combined this sound from another person that was just recording sound and combined them to make what we're hearing and seeing here. God. That rumble, man. Did you hear that? It sounded like metal just getting ripped. My goodness.
The same tornado outbreak was responsible for 147 other tornadoes during that day and the next, and was the deadliest by a wide margin, causing 34 deaths and over 1,200 injuries. Over 10,000 people, amounting to almost half the town's population, were left homeless by the disaster. This video was filmed only a few years after tornadoes were first being caught on camera.
It's worth mentioning that the 1974 tornado outbreak as well is what led to, I guess, Congress passing like a FEMA for natural disaster response and stuff like that to provide people with a resource of food, supplies, so on and so forth.
And aside from the spectacle of the Zenia tornado itself, it is chilling to imagine that hundreds of such twisters inflicted similar terrors on people and communities around the world and went unrecorded in the process. They must have looked and sounded like this.
Oh, Parkersburg, dude.
In this video, security cameras belonging to First State Bank in Parkersburg, Iowa, record an EF5 tornado destroying a house across the street. Wind speeds of up to 205 miles per hour rendered almost every structure in the tornado's path irrelevant. Only a few seconds after the house in the footage disappeared, the bank itself was consumed by the whirlwind.
Oh man, look at those trees. Whew, that's scary,
9
dude.
people perished in this tornado, 7 of them in Parkersburg itself, and nearly half of the town's buildings were leveled as the south side of the community
Parkersburg was a
wiped
beast.
off the map. The tornado.
Dude, that place there looks like it just caught fire. Like, dang.
Consistently remained at EF4 or EF5 strength in the town site, and was so strong that much of the debris was turned into powder. It was by far the most powerful and dangerous tornado of the May 2008 Great Plains tornado outbreak.
Oh, here comes Andover, dude.
On the evening of April 26th,
We have another Andy here. Respect to our boy Andy. Should have had his pants on, but either way, he obtained us some amazing footage. And this guy here, didn't he got court-martialed because he didn't take cover because he wanted to record. I'm thankful he got the footage. Playing a dangerous game, though.
1991, McConnell U.S. Air Force Base was heavily damaged by the most powerful tornado of the Andover, Kansas tornado outbreak. In the distance, the tornado slowly approaches the base, all while blaring tornado sirens underscore its arrival. Before long, the furious tornado hits a power line, cutting the power to the siren, and makes impact on the base. The cameraman and his colleagues have a close brush with death as the tornado tears across the base, just across the parking lot from them.
Don't ever do this. Get inside, take cover, get underground. This dude's standing on the steps. My man's worried about. Hey, look, I'd be worried about my car too. But if I was standing there on those steps, I would be more concerned about me. Any of that shrapnel or debris that it's picking up could have just been launched right at them. They're close, dude. I mean, look at that. My car! My God!
This twister
Wow.
was at F3 strength when it reached the base, but quickly intensified to F4 and then to F5 strength only seconds after leaving the facility. The McConnell Tornado injured 16 personnel at the airbase and destroyed 102 of its housing units, along with the base hospital and 8 other major facilities.
And it got the hospital?
As it left the airbase, the tornado began to transform into a wedge before making its way to the city of Andover, where it would cause the worst of its death and destruction. Overall, this tornado was responsible for the deaths of 17 people, the wounding of 225 others, and became one of the most iconic tornadoes ever caught on film.
Washington, Illinois. Illinois gets some tough tornadoes, dude. A lot of people sleep on Illinois. It's not talked about a whole lot. It almost kind of reminds me of Indiana, because Indiana isn't talked about a whole lot. But both Indiana and Illinois get some tough tornadoes, dude. Very strong tornadoes.
This video is notable for its horrifying imagery of a tornado's near direct impact on what should be a person's safest place, its chilling aftermath, and the shock and terror experienced by those who emerge from the wreckage to find their world catastrophically transformed. In this footage, 2 residents of Washington, Illinois, watch in horror as an EF4 tornado approaches their home, with no sign of weakening or changing direction. Half a mile wide at that point, the tornado grows steadily larger in the field of view, until the cameraman himself seeks shelter in the basement, taking his daughter with him. Thankfully, no other family members were home at the time. Seconds after taking shelter, their home was demolished above them.
Holy shit. Alright, I gotta go. I'm coming, honey.
Always remember, guys, if it doesn't look like it's moving,
God damn, it's bad.
it's headed right your way.
Sit down, honey. Oh, shit, Josie. Uh-oh. We're gonna get some shit here, honey.
Is this gonna save us?
I hope somebody.
Did she ask if that was going to save them? And he said, I hope so. I guess cold chills, dude. That's scary.
Oh my God. Okay, honey. Holy shit. Stay in. Oh, man.
I've never heard this before.
No, not yet.
No.
Oh. Oh my
Wow.
God, Josie. Wow. Holy moly.
Dude.
Oh my God. Our house is freaking destroyed, Josie. Oh my God. Where's Autumn? Oh,
Dude.
I've never seen anything like it. Oh, shit.
What do we do?
don't know. Let's go. We gotta see if anybody else's house is up. Josie, come on. Hang on a second. Oh, Jesus.
Man.
I'm in shock. I can't believe this happened. Oh my God, Josie. The neighbors' houses are gone. God damn, I hope nobody's hurt. Oh, let me stay there.
When the camera
Holy moly at the damage. That gives me cold chills, man. You got to hear that in real time. And that just goes to show you that it only seconds, dude. These people were down in their basement. Tornado hit. It only, just seconds. And it destroyed their home. Number one thing, they had a basement. They had a safe spot to go. They're okay. They're okay. You can rebuild the home. You can get things later. Understand it's not easy, right? I'm not going to sit here and act like, tomorrow their house will be back and stuff like that. But they're alive. But could you imagine the shock of one of these just passing right over top of your house? You get to hear all this in real time, which we did right there with them. You go up and you see the destruction. I'd be in shock too, dude.
cameraman ventured out of his basement, he discovered that his house was mostly destroyed. Worse still, many nearby houses of friends and neighbors had simply vanished altogether as the tornado turned the neighborhood into a moonscape of debris. A stark contrast with how it appears at the start of the...
That's also a good example there of, number one, if you can get underground in your, a storm shelter, a basement, something like that, that's what you need to do. But also, if you don't have that option, if you can get to the center portion of the room and take shelter, you seem like the outside walls and stuff were gone, were caved in. Stuff was falling down. But the core of the house, when he came up and he opened the door to look out, was still intact. So if you don't have that option, man, get to the center portion of your home with no windows. That's where you want to take shelter.
Footage. 3 people were killed in Washington and 125 were hurt.
R.I.P.
The tornado caused nearly $1 billion worth of damage, and 600 homes and 2,500 vehicles were similarly mangled by the tornado. To make a horrific situation even worse, the city was denied federal disaster assistance in the aftermath.
Why were they denied federal assistance? Does anybody know? I mean, I'm going to look it up afterwards, but if you guys want to share it in the comments, I'd appreciate it. That's a shame.
On March 2nd, 2012, the town of Henryville, Indiana, was struck by an EF4 tornado that was part of a localized tornado outbreak. The impact of the tornado was immortalized by numerous...
We had just talked about, when we were fixing to watch the Washington, Illinois, we had mentioned how Illinois and Indiana isn't talked about a whole lot. Not as much as I think they deserve. But here we go. It's now right on to Indiana.
Security cameras at the town's schools, as winds of 170 miles per hour wreaked havoc on the area. Many students, staff, and townspeople were nearly killed as the tornado crossed over. But fortunately, the school had been evacuated beforehand, and total fatalities from this tornado were limited to 1 person.
R.I.P. One's too many. I wish it was 0, but... God, look at that debris, dude. My goodness. all that debris just turned into absolute shrapnel. Yo, that's a good camera. Holy. Dude, just rips the doors off. What, the like ceiling? The ceiling must have caved in. Not the dumpster. God. Thank goodness they got the people evacuated out of that school. That's why you take those warnings seriously, people. Take your warnings seriously. Prepare. Is that a dog over in the right corner? Or a cat? Oh, God. Oh, you see the wind picking up? That's wild. We're on to the credits and stuff now. Holy moly, dude. I'm telling you, man, Indiana and Illinois, both those areas, both states get some insane tornadoes, but are not talked about very often. And I can understand why. You know, you got places like Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Alabama. You get the picture there. Those areas are very prone to some very violent tornadoes historically. But don't forget about those other spots, man. Illinois and Indiana, they get some tough ones. And good old Andover. Almost there was two nuclear bombs that were on the planes that almost got hit. And then we had the two guys out there recording. Well, the one guy, and he had some friends with him, and thankful for the footage. Don't ever do that. Very dangerous, very, very dangerous. Don't worry about your car. Worry about your life. You can replace the car. That's why we get insurance. But yeah, dude. Hey, once again, if you want to check out this video or Dr. Prowl here, a description. A link to the video and the channel will be provided in the description below. Well put together video. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to watching more of these. Thank you to whoever recommended this. I can't remember who it was. It's been a while back, but they actually recommended watching him in this video. And he has several more just like this. This is volume 1. I already seen that he had several. I haven't got to watch any more. This is my first time. But yeah, check him out. With that said, I am Cheap. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and all that good jazz. We'll catch you in the next one.